Good morning. Welcome to your daily operations weather briefing at 8:15. We have warmer conditions and more humid conditions out there this morning as we had been seeing the last few days. Temperatures already in the lower 70s, dew points as well in the lower 70s. And that's going to lead to a chance of some showers and thunderstorms today as we have a upper level disturbance and upper level trough moving through the region that's going to force those showers and storms possibly to move through the area, especially during the early afternoon hours today and during the late evening hours. Looks like our two best chances of some showers and thunderstorms. Looking at our 9Z surface analysis this morning, we do have some shower activity that's currently west of our region, moving north to northeast. Also have a trough that's currently across the Appalachians. It's going to be slowly moving through our region for today and tomorrow, and that's going to be our main forcing for any showers or thunderstorms that we do see. Looking at our observation page this morning, we have those showers and some moderate showers across the northern portions and central portions of the Delmarva Peninsula this morning. Seeing some showers starting to develop across the southern and south central portions of Virginia this morning as well. And those showers will most likely move through our region for later this morning into the early afternoon hours. Our temperatures are rising quite nicely this morning into the lower 70s under a southwesterly wind, and that southwesterly wind is pumping in more humidity across our region, so it will feel more like late August than mid to late September across our region today. Looking at our high-res HER model showing the next few hours here, looking at out into 10 o'clock and then 11, 12, and then 1 o'clock. You can see it really kind of dissipates those showers. I do expect them to stay together and move through our region around the noontime time period today, and even possibly before that with some light sprinkles or light showers moving through the region. And then we'll have an additional chance, as I mentioned, during the late evening hours with some showers and thunderstorms. But currently across the Wallops region, looking at a few clouds at 7,000 feet, a broken deck at 17,000 feet, a broken deck at 25,000 feet, a wind out of a 220 azimuth out of the southwest at 6 knots, temperature 71 degrees, and relative humidity at 83%. Looking at our risk chart for today, we're going to have yellow for precipitation for most of the day. Best chance, as I mentioned, is going to be during the late morning hours into the early afternoon hours for rain showers and possibly a thunderstorm. You can see yellow for thunderstorms from the early afternoon hours. We'll see a break during the mid-afternoon hours today with showers and thunderstorms, then picking up once again once we work into the evening hours. And those showers and thunderstorm chances look like they will continue until the early overnight hours, looking like probably till about 3 a.m. we'll see those showers and thunderstorm chances, and then they'll dissipate after that point. Temperatures will rise into lower 80s today with more humid conditions, so it will feel a little bit warmer than it has been the last few days with those temperatures in lower 80s. Southwest winds peaking today 8 to 13 knots. Moving into the overnight hours after those showers or possible thunderstorms move out of the region, we'll have a low temperature of 68 degrees. Winds becoming more westerly to northwesterly by tomorrow morning and light. And if we do see that rainfall across the region, that does give us a chance of some patchy fog across the areas. We'll have light winds, still seeing those humidity levels elevated, so that chance of patchy fog will be in the forecast. Looking at our 24-hour terminal forecast, we'll have that slight chance of a shower moving through the region from now until about 10 o'clock, with the ceiling coming down to 6,000 feet if we do have that shower. After 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock, looking at a ceiling around 7,000 feet, a broken deck at 20,000 feet, and a broken deck at 25,000 feet. Moving on to this early afternoon hour time period, looking at a chance of showers and also a 20% chance of a thunderstorm, and we'll see a break after 1500 local. Once we move into the time period after 1800 local, we'll see additional chances of showers and thunderstorms, looking at a slight chance of a shower, about 20-30% chance of a shower, and a 20% chance of a thunderstorm. And then overnight tonight, we'll just see that very slight chance of a patchy fog. Didn't even put it in the TAF here, but we'll have at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning a scattered deck at 6,000, a broken deck at 10,000, and a broken deck at 25,000. Looking into the next few days for Friday and Saturday, Friday will be partly to mostly cloudy with a chance of pop-up afternoon shower and a slight chance of a thunderstorm during that afternoon time frame, high of 81 degrees, and those are going to be sea breeze driven type showers, so they'll be isolated at best. For our Friday night, looking at partly cloudy skies, a chance of a patchy fog developing, looking at a low of 66 degrees. So we have our yellow for precip on Friday and yellow for our ceilings below 500 feet or visibility below a mile on Friday night. And then Saturday, partly cloudy with a slight chance of a pop-up afternoon shower, high of 79 degrees. Looks like the probabilities of the showers on both Friday and Saturday are fairly minimal, but Friday has a little bit better of a chance. That's why we went with the yellow here for our Friday afternoon. Take a quick look at Hurricane Jose as we have been the last few days. It's currently a 75-mile-an-hour sustained Category 1 hurricane, still located in between the Bahamas and Bermudas as it has been the last few days. The track from the National Hurricane Center has shifted a bit west and has the storm weakening just slightly into a tropical storm and then strengthening once we get to the second half of the weekend into a hurricane, then moving between the East Coast and Bermuda. That track is going to be something we'll keep an eye on the next few days, and I'll go over some model tracks in a few minutes. Looking at the infrared satellite of Jose, the last few days it has been sheared from the north fairly strong, with the outflow only to the south. We can see this morning have high clouds to the north and as well as to the south. A little bit of dry air in the system, but this outflow is increasing around the system, which should lead to a little bit of strengthening, even though the National Hurricane Center has this storm weakening into a tropical storm, as well as some guidance showing the shear levels decreasing over the next 24 hours could lead to a little bit of strengthening. Looking at the 6Z forecast models, the hurricane forecast models, the National Hurricane Center is in the middle of the consensus of the hurricane models. They have shifted a bit west, as I mentioned, from the 0Z to 6Z run, but it is well off our coast. We take a look at the 6Z run of the GFS ensembles. You can see here the mean is still in between the East Coast and Bermuda, but it has shifted west, as I mentioned, and we do have several members of the ensemble showing a closer approach to the Outer Banks of North Carolina, as well as the Delmarva Peninsula and up the northeast coastline, and some of those members bringing it back into the coast. That still remains a low chance that does occur. Most likely the system will maintain a good distance from the Wallops region between Bermuda and the east coast of the United States, but the models have been trending further west, so we'll continue to monitor the situation with Hurricane Jose and keep you updated on any changes in the forecast. That's going to complete the daily operations weather brief at 8:15. We'll be back at 10 o'clock to look at the next 7 days.